Somewhere Koswa, Oheneba Media, Asem Papa Woho, Oheneba Media, Asem Kasi BSC, Oheneba Media, Sempa Omo, Oheneba Media, Sempa Omo, Obi Ametie.
Yo, Oheneba Media, and Sempa Umampa. I wish I am a baby aquaba at the back Oheneba Media. And that also a fiada said there be a no, and a sinkunya. And then now what can you say, Utimi Fre, now Obaj Medini so, and some Hodoa, Utino Casafidi so, and need the Fagana who are best or Chewadreno, Ubenyasa Conyano, now what to me at Chewadre, and ne the Easy Friday edition. We know a free show, a small Hodoa over the weekend. Ye kan no and the baby bia wo bia yes e betim na to nya kwan no be kan unti afi na oba e Oheneba Media and asamre ye gusua ye di dwadi no ba video no wadaroma na wa like no wa comment a live program into comments no wodi ni nyina ba ye be ready ni nyina e de amount emrepam no ye de numbers be go screen so na watimi afre na watimi aba e ye dwadi ne so mo gana usu ene so masantana se menimi nua Isaac or say Bonsu Oheneba 1-on-1 abusia we de enimu no enye enimu emunu bia enimu dada na ai emu akwaba
mejo so Mr.
and so eye fiada
correct
ya sign abihia view yakopon adaroma oba de ode acheyen ene ye behwe MPP
sure
ye nyina enim se yakopon bo akina na adwumade kese no eba so say over 200,000 delegates and the whole Ghana yakopon bo akina ombeka koto aba na omayi kanenia obedi omanim e de akọ election 2024 and e honsem na ye ba beka no ha ti ba bibia obi ahwe ye bia no oduru ha obetimi afre na ozo wetimi abeka wadwen se MPP no wan na wo pese onim kunim e wa bato yi mu na utusu se esu sanso na ebeko sen yakopon bo akina acha emononum enkobo nonsia ne ye hu ba bia ensuo ode bode hono ebefa ai
Mr. Ozu
ejeba wo yakopon adaroma eja no wanya bedu se MPP amanyuku no aba omkoto de yi flag bearer for 2024 elections yakopon bo echina na ebaso ewo all the 16 regions seka emrebi atwamu no na delegates nyina akohia o baby faako na omakoto the same ne yenye ne sa region bia no ebeto ne de constituency bia no ebeto ne de na mpanyimfo enchehia ya omode aba no echiremu a ye wo over 200,000 delegates and I just omoko na omakoto aba no so far wodi wani adidi ensem yechi beginning of this year the Moadeco Super Delegates Conference August 26th every summary how have you monitored the situation so far?
Well, it's been a very long journey. Last year, last year, Baby Ramu this year, Erupts no papa Alan John Kujiche Matedeba Tuja say what train home every Abamu the bureaucrat as trade minister no wejai esan say our person 2 franca the ma NPP amonyoko afi himself vice president na yini na ye name say obeba na mom na ebre na enyanso yeso nso ba bonti abekasa afi Kennedy so honorable Ken also na we di juma anya asem ketwa it's been a very long ride at the ama NPP amonyoko especially delegates of the party because just about one watch na between and number 3 mentiment was here a shall see womb what Timmy Wakamidi and yet then about becoming same yeah no cry and I'm so a founding member of the New Patriotic Party in the person of Yabapa Alan John Kujiche Martin actually home a family couldn't no one then movement ever about 2 franca and I say MPP on your corner within the last year and I said the year in retrospect now one more akko how near maniemu pa and of course send you almost here crime be seen there now on your corner your council of elders on the crime on your corner e bia be no ba argue say along the line omo ye ntwanchia bia niam bia omo ye no amo party nkan call certain decisions bi omo take ye e kan won ma the CAC there but I am trusting them say nyame admo chna from some few hours I came. Compare say about 2 hours. I was 0.4 kada. As I say, last days are always dangerous. And I better crowd do way. On say I will be able to operate. To almost say on be crocre ma bibia asumdwe di ko rabat to them. And of course, aftermath of the election, and so asumdwe be koso na I for the betterment of the elephant family, and of course, not a selected few. And I say, you know, someone almost feel say one person on board on MBSC. And I'm hoping say everything will turn out to be very good for the party.
That is what Ike hope for. Say bibia betimi akoye the amanyokun. Ike, me say you share the regional breakdown of the delegates, you know. Say the beya busia omo mo hwe ombehu Greater Accra nipa dodo saying Ashanti region nipa dodo saying voter nipa dodo saying ti eno kadaroma onfa regional breakdown no emfa mayen na yenhwe the way esitie ti ekọ Greater Accra omo na omukuta delegates no bebre omukuta 39,134 na oba Ashanti region the second highest 34,987 Eastern region also means 21,233 your central also 18,127 your western inum 13,717 your voter 11,995 your northern 8,108 your upper east 7,571. So far, the regional Nidian Isano AOT region I 3,490. And now Oko MPP or Mama Nyokuno among headquarters Asalam down and Kraya. Your share Nimu say 463 delegates. And Ebekwakoto Omaba Ewo Omo headquarters. Now in total, delegates across the country, Omboga Koto Abayi, Omo flag bearer, Diama Amanyukuno, 203,439. 203,439. That is the regional breakdown of the delegates. Omoko Akotuaban. As usual, Greater Accra and the Ashanti region, and what the chunk of the votes. It's Osha, the heat, is going to be in the two regions. Of
course, that is something we all should expect, and now we should all know, because naturally, Ankasana NPP party, has always been the Ashanti region. Of course, other regions, Kahon, Edi Jumapa, the Bawumia&Ken, and so the stronghold since time memorial, Ashanti region, and Oheneba. And of course, Greater Accra being the most populous region as at the 2020 population and housing census. Of course, also a flashpoint. But let's not forget, even in general elections, Greater Accra has always been a swing region. Abrebia, and I'm saying the pardon so no. Unya the Bawafa, aya na ebwa, emaniema koyema. It's just like how our general presidential and parliamentary elections this year. Now attention, what Ashanti region, and of course the Greater Accra region for the New Patriotic Party. Say ya nebeye. The Ottawa na. Aspirant and we a key member of a campaign team who play with Casa. Now, who said, I'm and one will be our portion resources name, and you may be a moshe bebois among the Ayamudia because OT region and I want the list number.
The list, which is 3,490.
And I have 4,000 already.
Yes, I have 4,000.
And Sandy me requires
204.
Sandy me requires just a little above 7,000.
Yes.
Ashanti over
34,000. So you 34,987. 4,000
they go Ashanti so grand. Yenne otine half. You know half region IEP. It's what now aspirant and now key member of a campaign.
Then you know where you spend your resources and your energy.
Exactly. And it promises to be a very exciting contest. Now, of course, but no right. Dr. Akuto and Adenimo off. Of course, politics they are always leading contenders, and that's how it has always been. Yet they are,
and we have surprises too.
That's true. But I don't see any surprise coming anyway. It's surely going to be between Dr. Bawumia and of course Honorable Kennedy Japan. Senior dynamics BC Akom. The work with respect to politics of affiliation, which can never be neglected. And the idea Kennedy Japan free central region how Central is going to respond to that. Dr. Bawumia
Northern region.
Yeah, how how is Northeast going to respond? And of course, in general, there are 5 northern regions now. They're going to respond, of course. Yebeshe Obia where they belong in terms of even religion-wise and all that. We would look and see if it's going to have an impact on the elections, of course. And Ebeya kama ebeya dia mimsa hwefo ehwe nyina obia international fe on crossing the fingers. Let's see what the day will
na ye shomobo so say yakopon boa ochina no coverage ebeba so the be see our election mu bia region mu ni other regions na ye be boabo ni nyina no na ye de abesom ahwefo ne abusua Oheneba Oheneba Media abusua safe na bekensa na Friday edition of the show no any day bro and your attention MPP amanyoku no so panyefo say the nenam
omofo de nenam go apaso
obofo and the nenam eho apaso nti and the MPP for
na ye ho na aka se fena aba na yedi
efena aba na yedi
fena
and the yedi nti and the show ni na MPP mi wo gidie say wa wo hwe ba bia wo hwe free bia no wo so follow election no to wo bibika nti mire ni duru a na what me a friend numbers no in the good screen is no +233 204 128327 +233 204 128327 ye pese ye nuam no mo diaspora no omo frame more because ye wa de ye aja ye follow the course wa to omo do so no enfre no omo so nchiro madwen omo expectations the omo no susu se yakopon bo akina nsusu aso no election be si akoye de when na your favorite candidate the DNT and omo pesa candidate no ye pese omo frɛ na omo ntimi nche omo adwen be bia wo wiasa fa na bia no ofra ye befa na watimi abadwuma dis ai enra party ni mpanyifo de ehyehyɛ yegu akwam press conference no na omo kyerɛ eniema elections ni mu broni beka say the guidelines the rules of engagement so election yenim say super delegates conference the rules of engagement by ukoto aba me mpagya nkyerɛ wo bi ni kwan say unye yisi official wonko voting area ho ne niema ba ko wie no nipa bi mu bu so ye na ma pinchen sisi baby nom ma eno kra no ye papa Alan Chemate nam so ma wo yi ne ho free dwumadi this time around party na your madwen say omo na be si form the rules of engagement no eni kwa say obia ebuso nti yenkotie general secretary of the party Justin Kodia enra press conference no or trade the party ni pese omo ya ankasa yenti nwi na yeba na ya toaso.
The Presidential Elections Committee clearly indicated how the voting would take place. Unlike a normal party conferences whereby we converge at one place, have several speakers coming to address delegates before voting take place. In this presidential elections, there will be no such conference. It's going to take the normal course just as in general elections. So it will be in the form of a walk-in, then the details are checked to see whether your name the album. Once it is checked, then you move to where the electoral officers will be to cast your vote. A voting center can have more than one polling station, but on the same premises. Depending on the number of delegates, the Electoral Commission may decide to create another center. That is whereby the number of delegates exceeds 1,000. Again, I'll reiterate by stating that there will be no congregation on the day of. There will be no congregation the day of voting. And it is worthy to note, no voter aware color of a contestant voting, that is it. Standard aspirant, whether kept or posters of the aspirant. So no one can walk in the voting center with a branded t-shirt of the aspirant. Again, delegates shall not be allowed to enter the voting screen or booth in groups or in pairs. Voting shall also not take place indoors, but in an open space in the full glare of the public. A delegate who has already cast his or her vote shall not be readmitted into the voting perimeter. Any person found directing a delegate on which contestant to vote commits an offense and shall be removed by police. All voters shall leave demarcated voting perimeters immediately after voting. It is the duty of the Electoral Commission, the police, to ensure that all delegates are rules as stated, and no one will be allowed to take pictures of their vote. Anyone who attempts to do that, they are arrested by the police, and the vote or the ballot paper will be confiscated from the person. The chairman, another issue that we want to also clarify has to do with payment of. Not long ago, there was that directive that be a member of good standing and vote, you must have paid your dues. But for the purposes of this presidential election, no one will be required to pay the dues for he or she cast vote. The chairman, the number of proxy voters that we have is 563 proxy voters that are expected to vote on behalf of delegates who, for one or two reasons, not present.
Yo, ebusa press conference ha MPP amanyuku no omudwom tenani and the general secretary together with the election committee omode etu dwano na yekutie no to specifically on the rules of engagement and niema omo betimi aye any de wontimi nye during the day of the election no and na omode atu dwano. This is not the first time ye hu super delegates conference omode rules of engagements by we are no na nipa bebre no ebuso. How sure are you that this time around the party nika no ebitima ye adwuma?
So we know imperative of them say on we putting measures in place. Can I be amaka some putting measures in place there? But ban say anam ra mo am hye say yeni so na mo am ho nipa, not just any ordinary member of the party, but of course a regional youth of Ghanaians, of course in a very prominent and as a dominant region. So enti opanyimpa ote say ya mra na mo hye o kan obi no gitum etime boom that's why. Let's note say omo to abanyambo channel say bio enye constituency chairman ne national executives nko ye nuanom wa ye no omotim patemu a ono bi ameka so bi kra papa kosi mense bi asabi odokoko obi wo mikrom baabi maame akoso amansa a oton koko e wo dwom baabi nanso amanyeko no donti we delegate oba beto aba dipa akan ko to ye no amohye mra no mwantimi make sure say man be kitchen say dey be obi abedi so ama binom chia efri ho. How sure are we say yam watch na obi o sha man wase baabi obi o hye se bi kasapin baabi emem baabi ebe hu emre yam hye ne wodi superpe enti ya be sere wo mo say ya brofo akese ne de wo ho ya na edoso ebo anso. But my concern is say omo make sure say over 200,000 people are beto abano omo nyina ebedi emra so na amabibia awie di ama amanyuko no.
I so bodi amuma me na bi aba ahoma so yemfa no na yentie de or de ewo mayen. Paso Hello. Obi wa hwano so ye bese ye ne no ekasa kakra na emse ye kasa onte enokum behwe na omo abehwe machines na mayin se de be ya ye betimi afa afrefo no ti abusia sa afi na obeke ensa ozo akwanya so betimi afre na ozo so waba dwumadi ne so number no plus 233-204-128327. Yɛbɛsa aburokyefo no momfrɛ na montimi nkyerɛ mo adwene ɛwɔ abato a MPP bɛto Nyakopɔn boa ɛkyena no so yɛgu so ɛtwɛn sɛ mobɛba Ike na wano gu assembly so fasi
one more thing dissemination of these rules and regulations guide elections now call akuduru asia ho said the beya one year akanyina ebehun wetie with this one because sample space with respect to the superdelegate elections now as compared to Yam Watch now or more about sample space when Yam Watch them so far it's a fun probability wise the probability say error ebe komuno Yam Watch and be so actually the course so with respect to the special superdelegate elections now say no chair say everybody can talk superdelegates now nipa miensa na mentimo wan say on 3 occasions they see ya nyame ya do ade ebe you bet in the multiple times me sure superdelegates no we less than
900 961
and that way you were over 200
ai obi asaba homa so na yemfa na yentie no opanyi mi pa cho so tie nka ye chiao na ya ma wakwa ba udin ba bia wo kasa free. Hello. Pastor Soti enka ya mo akwa ba udin ne ba bia okasa free. Abusia ye nya technical hitches ewo machines no so. Technical people no be boy na o ma hwehwe enema achinchim ne kakra e de amaye. Ai ye nto aso ye nim se nipa enan na omo call akansi no number 1 Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan your number 2 the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia your number 3 Dr. Akoto Efriye ena ade nimo imrebi atwemu na ye MP Mampong yes omo ena je se omo call akansi no na edura no se de be ya pepepe yo ebe koso ewa abato ni mu na abato na chi no enkofa wantwi bia emma ye no nti omoma delegates no omoma contenders no flag bearer hopeful for ni nyina be shiai no be shiai no omo sign krata broni be ka say undertaking no e kire say wo hye wo ho bo na wo commit wo ho se me ko akansi ni mu na ma ni nkonimu a mintimi nteme ho mintimi ko kika nsem bia mfa hu amanyoku no animase ti omo nyina ede omo nsa ehye krata ase a je se wo abedin kuku no untimi ente wo ho se me ko baabi foforo sando so na wa abedin kunim no oso wo ni omo a omaka ni nyina eye adwuma se de be ya MPP amanyoku no botaye esi omani so se breaking 8 no ebetimi aye adwuma owusu mo aye na onfa undertaking no ento screen so de be ya busiafo be hu se de flag bearer hopeful for ni nyina no etimi ekohia owusu we video na omokohia ya na omochiachia omo no ye pe undertaking no omo sense omo signatures no ye hwe no ansa na ya ba video no so do you think it's a good move considering the experience omunya just from the super delegates conference no okay say you know koba ye na big shot awom to say big fish awom to say honorable Alan John Kojoche Martin yi ne ho frame this time around party no sua bibia frame say sign na committee on you think is a good move
say ekuo bia wo say emrawo ye bebo ekuo no ho ban bebo the image of ekuo no san say ekuo bia ya na ekuo no first and sana individual interest ayeden apa na the American say mosin sign we nyina ai wa bedi nkugu no beti ase onya ade bi ebegu amanyekwa ni mu ase eho hia na emom oni bibi yakoto aba na asumasi na obenti edi nkugu na ohwe se nkugu ya odi ye ebi anya ne kwaso no when lucy one abia me on ti ase minyi se empanyifo obi a omodi amanyekwa ya chia afiasase kakaka beju baby omodui wo no MPP ahonyoku wo do ahonyoku no minyi se omo bia be pese ombeda sorry na sebio MPP ahonyoku no agija entesa omina wo akoma pa any auto at the my partner. No mom dear beba. Yeah, but more people did go and so one tears and say, make us be a referee. I was say Kotokone has in share. Lay a passive or refer go to Kotoko.
I was going to go Jesse.
Not who defend them more. And yes, sir, has one tears. And tea ever say more. Undertaking Nance and man who here, Nanso, the one here pa, and say, and for so my chum, the my chum, but the free nay are the call comes ever to open a wino. Almost said Pepper Yabay Juma. Almost said, 1 year age no moon. Party in 4, 1 more AC in 4, 1 year, a barber say a bet to abano. Obin could know be a fa. And run on my shadow will be as or my dear tomb. And near Juma come pa. Sano said Dr. Bawumia&Ken Belusu, so Dr. Kotune Belusu, say honorable Denny most honorable Ken Belusu. Obia Bejatum. If you lose now, who say, oh, where the 1 year bow. Now, won't mean your own share. Obajatum. No mom, who calls in such a way, so say, where the and yet. Assume I see an obentia sorry tia me and then ebia security personnel
ya me bukata
ya me bukata na chinchim nsa o say naturally no abia ya person you give you out your best na mu say aban ka metimi adi nkunim nanso bi nti assume I see an obenti mi interest nti chinchim nsa sa na beba
yo I say obi asamba ahomane so ye mani pakro na kwaba na ye musa no ni din ne ba bia o kasa free me ba cho tia nka ye mo akwaba wo din ne ba bia o kasa free. Hello. I don't know. My name Dentia Ahwano. Yes, sir. Nipa no pese okasa pa. And so you didn't fa machine mo na problems kakra eba. Technical people no be koso be shishe machine no be chichi mama e kopem se enema ni nyina betimi atotom. Pacha also betimi a try e bia na wo de no etimi afoma bas. Number no and a good screen so no ofa na wa friend no oba be kensa ai undertaking fine a crater o ma sign na me ma sign real na ye contest no na man tell me once na me say me free more can this one compel me to stay
me need say idea be compel you be but be out of the love and respect for the party no and the other ones are shasty and if they would say if you're a man of your words and I say if you're a man of principles I want to say the BCBR obejiatum enti no okasa wo twon ho a na in a way who yi party no I dey ama enti no mo de sa de aba say
now so class who chese only
integrity enti wo twon wo film no among for kwa be ka say na asomasi a no opese to abama no na anei wa na science said the BCBR obet someone you could name we 2 years na tiawa wo so atwon tie de o man crash e won sa anka bosha wo hye say to no abe ka woni so that means you're not a man of your words and we can't trust you on that matter anti no na hu be nya say omo anya sensen awie ni de be si bia omo nyintu no omo tena ho e de na be ma de be si bia omo bagia tum no mo tena manyoku no pepe ye e be ye adwuma na sabi obia be mu say medin kunimu a aye fenchem medin kugu a delegates and say maybe nyanson enti me train that should be on beto me I think say yes ebebo party na ebebo omo and now let's not forget obi antimi nkan chem say Dr. Akoto any certain caucus in the party
a constituency
or constituency or party name just like honorable Adenimo he's a former member of parliament
yeah.
Dr. Akoto Kransu a former member of parliament honorable Ken so in fact he's an incumbent member of parliament and Dr. Bawumia is the current vice president and omo big works in the party yeah omo nyina was strong constituencies wo and ma obi nwen say ebia asumasi bi de na mfe wo fon wo contest mu tie betimi atwa fa so because ye ne tia no onye nko na tia no Dr. Akoto be ya MP okwada so ye wa ye dia MP before na toma no menyi ni se sabe o da we campaign ye wa before bia ebesi ne o wini omo ye loyal to him no because why ye loyal to him over anyone till the end of time enti ye hu sa na ema ni nyina ye be hu say ye nya ade a ebe hurt the party forever but ye be kan ye hu nyina bom na down kwa ma no awa party no yeah
ebe bo mo say I adodode de ba mu no mo na edi enti say mo ma peace mem na say mo be breaki no na mbetiti mu dia ene ye mo na ebe ha mo na ai de ye kan ye nim say campaign no e sha ase no kasa twitwie bebre akoso atididie akoso attacks akoso criticisms akoso tina bebre kwa na adwe yom say ibianka contenders yi omuhia omo kra anka omo nkasa then so it was a beautiful sight to behold and ra our bra Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice president, and Adenimo ni Afri Akutu omukoshia it was all smiles no almost resa let's just say show maturity it expect say that maturity a bit transcended yakopon boachina na ama bibia timi akoboko usu eme yenkohwe sa video time omukoshia na almost sere no mo efekeke na emra na yento aso
Are you a big I think I'm already.
Yo abusia video na yako akohwe abano ai na efekeke se vice president Oremu na Honorable Kennedy Ohene Japan gina wa hye jeans ne the club tea fefe ochia no almost asema mo kan ne de obi ani ma so mo kan but I was AW ko who attack me pa on so na o masre kama eti me pese ahwefo
okay
ene omo supporters ne wan omo hu adefefa the two leading contenders no said be nyambo achi na omo kwa ombe hu se mo a mo support wo mo omo a mo support wo mo ni poro mko siaye no na ye ne gisem ko a whether eye no kre se enye no kre ye hu se omo sere enti ye no ene ye expect se nyambo achi na omo ko omo ground so akoto aba omo mra no enye sere ye so omo mra no na akoyi munani sun ene ye prepare nipa this is a super delegates conference at least Zakaria neni say we don't want issues of this nature to happen inti anura MPP for amanyoko ni emo mabaso say no mutimi yes adwumade at least sa video we no e ma tension etimi akofom because obi hwe bia no support one of the candidates obehun say omokra akosia no omosere etimi mi sia menu bia also mitimi sere inti it's a beautiful tenor party etimi ye ya eho no also etimi ebo mabaso ewo ho one comment be make you of the video.
Politics is a game of ideas, of course. That is all. Right from the beginning, Ebia, Ubia 7 now in the Nyaju, who say the ideology. As I'm quite about joining political parties because of the ideologies of the party. And then my say, party ideologies no me pay. And to be so, maybe I'm a social democrat, and to also believe in the social democrat way of leadership. Now don't want also we say maybe a capitalist. Then yes, I'm joining NPP for. Now no more juma. And generally, Honorable Ken as that say born into or can the NT of person will be American. Dr. Bawumia so the NT of person will be American. Will be and we a delegator. They are all share then someone or can. Now, and then principles that you stand for and what you think is going to be the best for the new patriotic party. No, not what the actually. Now, don't just say what could the assume see now being here. Obi or tension. No, also a what the people back one five science or also who your ma for a different dimension or your town for. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Thumbs up to them. Where your foot toward the man, yeah. You're taking politics at heart. And now you're going to say politics is a do or die affair. And they say, there's life after politics. And Udi chat no to was and yes, ubi walko now or more. I didn't see on so cry. That's what you want.
I na ye can manya statement be
okay.
Office of the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council.
Okay.
Or say press release new Patriotic Party presidential primaries. That is say regional minister Simon Osemensa and the Sign Kratano. National at the rules of engagement aba.
Okay.
On also region as the head of RESEC our MPP on also the rules of engagement as also the aba. Our bo amanyoko ne koko. Say Yakopon bo china. Obia wa kanya so koto aba ne bibia udru enema also ye ene de wuntimi nye.
Okay.
On also I repeat. Or this security bambo sem no police for nko ye party macho man bia ye party security bia data force ni bia ye obia ho police for nko na enye omadwuma afei obia ni akonya so obekọ the voting area. So when you delegate akoto aba no ana say unye EC official you have no business to do there. In ways also another reminder the office of the regional minister as also ediaba we dey tell say amanyoko no omani abre say ombekọ election mu beba no ensem asisi ye or super delegates conference no ebi mabio
and okrepa the sana go say wa because onim super delegates elections ye got to ye na ye papa lan cash ete na hono sesia de mo kwakoto nyame ya adomo a akina ye delegates elections ya nkasa no wan hwe na mokọ na bibi ko chia the opportunity we frame on the next election, the next major election is the president general elections. Yes. No, yeah, and only NDC na ekwa office. And the one share na members ni be aggrieved, it will go against you, and of course it will go to benefit the opposition party, which is the NDC. And I don't know, this MPP has everything to lose with respect to this election because and from the president, council of elders, obi biara sebio amanyoko no den akoma so no. Samanyoko na ama wa yesa ne awote nei. Eno nti the taxpayers money tua oka edia. Dua amanyoko ne da achen. Na menye ne samanyoko ne wonko a wagya pade bi nti dia open na obeye anase obeye se enko fa bi. Eyesa sebi na ebia won ya akwanya ka wanya because of NPP no. That even comes to me no. Ebia na wasi omo kwan. Amomo ankonya. They say already Alan Cash atene ho. Yeah, Alan Cash on a section of MPP members. Ye po omo a edi Alan Cash echi no. Ye be 10 few esiwa. E mu be 8 be MPP for. Yeah. Because MPP mu no free by MPP for the nim no. E be den say NDC ni a oto amama former president John Mahama in 2016. Esa atoma former president John Mahama in 2020. E be ka 2024 meto abama Alan Cash. Because John Dramani Mahama now was in 2016. No, 2020, Mahama may president. I'm here be was at Obama. What is that telling us? And you say, "Bia Mahama may chance of a president," and what be Bia wanna putting it off. Now what to Abetiano? And there's a dynamic here. Me, what am I saying? They said, "Yeah, Bia, you move Bia," and I said, "Nipe Bia to Obama president who forward in 2016." Bia from 2017 to 2020 year to Aba or her president who forward to Amemu no Bia be put in the off until was sa na ate dia men to Aba
and it happened. It really happened. It really with the Galamsey issue.
Exactly.
It caused the party a lot. It caused the party a lot because Bia lose seats. Bebrino na ye Galamsey areas.
Exactly.
And ni na ye bufuo Galamsey for no the share omumu. Okay. Say you two so sa. Meanwhile, our operations in Ninano, it amounted to nothing. Okay. It could be as you know, their corruption. And then they womb. Say, I dear cross said not more, yeah, dear no, I use a baby on my now, it could be any problem. So, and in that same way, will be so hot to Obama President Kufuor in 2020, the NPP in 2020. Every free 2020, they be seen there. That's the 10th of November 2023. I they call 2024. Who say, nipa ya meto Obama 2020 ani ma bia wa ye nti we de enye amanyoko me to Obama mu biem enti eno etimi sisa but Mahama I lucky in a sense say o medi akonya free 2016 a Ghana for to Obama enti no bad they said your to Obama Mahama in 2016 the last time as at in 2020 no obega se want to one because o me bibia from putting it off e bia we putting it off na ye nsem kaye but of course who opposition na o nsem kaye na de when I drink Ghana, who change opposition.
I bet you don't be a bar but MPP benya disaffection people are almost be no ebufu amanyoko no
apathy
exactly
voting apathy
exactly to omo hwe saa de ye na omo hu se ebre we omo no a critical moment
very critical
in the party's history tini kwan se omo hwete ni pe omo ka obi a e mata on be ankwa so
that is true yen kai ebusunya ne ahwefo ne atiefo nyina yenya challenges our friend mu but numbers no screen so obetimi afre then I will lucky na etimi atom technical people no guso a omo chinchim fidie no se de be ya ebetimi ne ahwefo etimi adi nkomo yakopon bo a dwumadie kese no baso MPP omo flag bearership elections enya asem ketwa but I see ehwemu a me no MPP flag bearer elections nyina no we kra na me hu ni se enyeshi we gonna move say enyeshi because my main found free 1992
okay
that time they now they wunya ma baby yeah 1992 late Professor Dubois and yanka say papa kofo
okay
yan papa kofo and Dr. Dr. Sebi in Sebi on TRC say
only Dr. Safo Duna na
Safo Dunko
Martin
Safo Duna o menhia no on an hospital o menhia no o nyina ko obi
in 92 no
yes o nyina ko obi
I see
that now we are gurus in the party Dr. Sebi was a guru that time cement paper yeah this cement gumi the whole West Africa on and import I think so manufacturer no import no a rich man no whiskapa party in penny for no be no account. That contest was a contest. Wow. Now President Kufuor, I think he was the youngest amongst them at the time.
Oh, okay.
What me no more course our contest, you know. It 92 no more and now Professor Dubois at the buy one MPP for Anchor Parliament. That was the biggest mistake.
So no, see a real
stolen verdict. And I'm got your book, Stolen Verdict.
Oh, okay.
Say Rollins. And NDC we are banning.
But that time, so they are now a legend original one.
Yes.
And even because one now HS.
Oh yes, because from 92 no. Now ballot box your tour banu na you pick.
Oh okay.
Then for it's remove soon. And what I say, say your stuff here no credit be see what that. Unnim.
Now one say you BM na you see you talk about you BM obi ahwa na sat na.
Na yenye sa.
Oh okay.
Enti it's remove soon. Enti yetimi at the ballot box ni free baby ni a stuff in dada omba no dey be replace the one there be now we much more for be no betimi Ashtown that are young elephants there or young elephants you be boye soldier for be boye untimi ma enti 92 no it was a stolen verdict right but yet to about parliamentary MPP even in Ashanti region at the time we almost 36 MPs Mama Omanko Parliament.
Oh, okay.
Boycottoi. The Rollins and the NDC had a field day.
Listen here, they are not open on my.
The MPP for no realizing who said it was a mistake. No, I don't want him on my because that time no, he was the leader of the party as a flag bearer. No, now he leader of the party. Omo who said why a mistake? And Momo called parliamenter and at least they could have influenced governance from parliament.
Okay.
It was all you know me say coming to 96, you know, Omoma. I do want to uncontestable. So he gave Kufuor the opportunity.
And yes, I'm going to Sunyani
98.
Oh, okay.
98. Oh. Coming to the 2000 elections.
Oh, I see. Well, me tell you one thing easy crowd.
That was the crackers.
Wow.
I MPP for elections of Makoina and then the cracker.
Akufo-Addo. Wow.
This guy was the campaign manager for Akufo-Addo. What is the name?
Kwabena
Japan.
Okay.
Was the campaign manager for Akufo-Addo.
I see.
And President Kufuor, Ejinem, Oniko Jompi Animo.
So I found Bako.
Fambako Sunyai.
Isn't it Dr. Richard? Okay.
Oh, Fambako. The reason why President Kufuor and I see what him and fine. I see what the filling station war as a
former ambassador.
On President Kufuor 10 years Basayina if 98.
Oh, okay.
If 98 election no. Because President Kufuor thought say or new na year kotoko adwuma. Na wo asantemam we east in India but wo asantemam enti na ka be support to me. But Mr. Isibuatin didn't support Kufuor at the time. He supported Akufo-Addo. So that became a very huge problem. The time before winning, election, when Mr. Easy Boating, we only gave him a board member top.
Wow.
The people thought, say, because of the support of the command, and the man, Nepasa. And that election was a cracker.
Wow.
That 98 was a cracker. Obianim say, na Akufo-Addo ne, President Akufo-Addo ne, former President Akufo, no Obianim sent to kwa, esi omuntem, ti bikro muntimin kasada. But the last rally, MPPA, omo na Manchabona.
Okay.
Manchabona, you know, ena agbena IC Kwe. Because J microphone, yeah, agbena abewe.
Oh, okay.
Sa rally nasi, ena Akufo-Addo ko J, President Akufo-Addo J microphone. Shaky the whole place.
Wow.
Manchabona, shaky the whole place. And I'm going to say no, no contest kekenom koye, netokwensi. In fact, President Akufo by nipa oyi omo say omo meye ministerial positions. Akufo-Addo was the first.
Wow.
He was the first Attorney General. I also call ya na chachichi kata Nigeria who said someone what you train the nasia we ni free and then call foreign affairs. When you talk of MPP presidential elections, Mimi who say we cry is the cheapest. We cry na hit be any.
Emu form kakra.
Emu gokra 98 and 2007 is the crackers.
2007 emu kakra. That time to the Cash. That me person bomb me but
yes.
I was a primary school boy actually.
You understand? Still an also.
Yeah, jobs for the Alan Cash that t-shirt. I like Chamatia na yedi. Obiara ni ho. Obiara ni say.
At that time, nipa 17.
Exactly, it was serious.
And 17 na most of them were ministers under President Akufo. Commander Japan was a former press secretary to the president. Eti na akuku dam
and
you omo na omo challenge the vice president at the time, Aliu Muhammad of blessed memory. So Osafo Mafomo Atakene Dimon. Professor, yeah. You see,
am I cross a Kofi
Okobi.
I learned say 98 grass, say on so Kobi on the toss of 10 as a visa.
98 the one
Kobi on.
No, 98 the one Kobi.
Oh, okay.
So that's it. And not hit, no, a womb. Eti, and nay there omo ya. As a omo yamana ye hu bi sa se bibi nsi da me hu ni say we the cheapest na we say bibi nsi hom sekana Alan John Kojo Chamatin da so ginemu a ene ke bianka heat no be shikaka. I'm not saying say the caliber of the contenders no e bia e wo former na bibi sa but me hu wait no ye.
Oh, okay.
As compared to the 98 the 2007 there no enti mo yes I say mo hu bi da BBC wa manyoko ni mu and then we cry need the slowest we cry need the emu nyehye mame emu jokra 2007 wasn't easy. Legon I was there.
Okay.
I was a reporter. I was reporting. True baby, you crew President Akufo. President Akufo had to leave the Congress grounds. Yes, because perceivably no not all support to what do you call Alan. And the party, no, the hierarchy, the party, na kata so pay. Akufo-Addo,
okay.
Inti, and what they are influence, cost there, and he be huru. They hooted, they booed, and at a certain point, no, say President Akufo, sorry, no Kofi. That was how bad it was. When they encourage, it's on say, when the BBS, any Oman kind to eat. Oman kind 2007.
My memory is same way. I don't make a class. I always experienced power when you're some kitwa. Once 2007 day, Oman could share with Falcon number 2.
Yes.
98 year kind says, but since yeah, one more their constituency base, you know, is it going to have any impact on it? Whatever.
Yes, the reason why my party adopted this constituency-based elections, and then they say from the 2007 at the Suyandia Bemu, so many na kushia Legon, a little over 1,000 delegates,
okay,
and then I got to into money influence, because I quite remember that time they know MC a lot coming. Now they the national organizer at the time.
Okay.
On an MC or J microphone. No make wild allegations say omo dollars. So that time it was Afoko. Afoko was a presidential staffer
As at the time. No?
Yes, no a presidential staffer.
No, why far?
No, Alan.
Oh, okay.
He has always been an Alan boy and a Kofor boy.
I see. I'm getting it now.
He was leading the operation at groundswell, not dollar exchange. But Afukwa deny said na yentro and na lo come told so. But whatever the case was, now umukushia nema money influence a year juma. Nti then na ebema sa de no akọ. And 2010 coming to 2012 election, yen try the national one.
Okay.
Na yen hwe the ebeko. And 100,000 people started from 2010.
Okay.
You know, no, Emma, so bit my influence delegates, no, easy because 100,000 people from across the 10 regions at the time, and then it's not money influence, and ya na and sa election, no, a call, you know, Alan Martina would D second to President Akufo-Addo at the time in 2007, no, Ubenya less than 3%. Ubenya less than 3%. If you want to the break, kind of say, and then of could D second Olegono, a camera say influence be a course. The near ye be a ya won't me influence too much, no, when you're saying. You see, so a bois MPP Amanyokuno in terms of say Ombema democracy, no, I call the grassroots because now we police station executive now on Twaba. Na you constituency executives in Kwan, regional executives, and if founding fathers, no one na yedom kotwaba. 81, and my voice no a call from democracy no a call from 2. Naka monocracy, ye eliminate the free system no. But the elimination of monocracy no, anya eduma afeli, and neikra yet over 200,000 no. Still, monocracy is going in it. Mafutia. Those who want to be huge, said the Naka betria nipa 1,000 there.
Okay.
This time around, the day, Ubetria want to be huge. So that is it. And now, you're not sooner a coba ma NDC for those who say no. What's your electoral college, you know? What's your chassis and yes, we be a dim. And the MPP in that sense, or more democracy, a year, you might call form. But the main objective, and now come so many monocracy at the free mono. That was not fully achieved. Okay.
But still like also.
Still like also. Yeah. But the only thing is that it be the rate, no, and it be a sober thing. Because won't mean Jessica can say Emma over 200,000 delegates. Indeed, main election, no, MPP election, no, the award from mommy, the award from the mujo. Any the mammy, the moving on. Na me say Kebianka Mubaya Shekra chain the experience that no. Be Kamia say MPP muno. Almost say we have the men. But me men no. Say empenyin for na omo na omo the men no ko. Because he say Ekoba say MPP e kope flag bearer. Na the caliber of people like nya I don't think so. Say a reflection of the party. I almost say we have the men. It's not a reflection of it. And how do you say? Because me the kind of microphobia men who contest. Dr. Selby mo make can or Safwa Dumo me bobo mudino. Na omo nyeni packet was how. No me a memo. A war entrepreneurship mu, politics mu, or business, academia mu. No mo nyeni packet was how. But as compared to nipa 9 or mujina hono, me who say wait no, from chain those times no. Yes, me who say from chain those times no. It the MPP no, omo because said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia free wa neko ka se Kennedy on Japan adenimo any akotomu na. This be another breed of microphobia say PDA. Yes, idea bedu baby no. And the flag bearer crown who bear the men are diminishing. Wow. And it's something I'm so drink because me them have shed 92, 98 at the Ababisi 2007. Winning MPP contester, men no mean shed down winning. Wow. Men shed down winning. Okay. Men shed down winning. But young queen. Okay. Na you share other stories. You be say ye de abusiane afyefo adwen at the core nipa 9 or so no. You will say the leading contenders on Yemino. Young Korea or campaign platforms and Yemani be on Kekai. Okay. Now, Yamfa wrap it up na yeah sorry because nyambo achina you may be brave we nim nti owusa you ready a omeyen ko Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia one of the campaign trail no mu na one chama wontumi edi asa de na yemra meto so Yo, I was na just say vice president and then the odiasa pa asoro nyom na odiasa ni nyina ne say opetumi na amanyoku MPP mo ankasa na mo mo chehye yo say oye party officer yenyi yenim problems are omunyaaye enam so ema alanjon kodu chamatin free mu no omo party na create se ko mo de sanche hye no ye adwuma yeso ye party officer eni wanim den ena wuntumi ena lead Bawumia campaign in Washington region or press conference cry as a regional chairman okoye obi private campaign office who is that the problem beba said na wo ka say kotokoni as bebo who ye referee regional park so akoje kotokoje si ahye na aka the house for no board on bebo
feel
because we regional chairman o is it Kennedy ba also onye nante adeni mu ba also onye nante akutuba onye nante but we dey wafa ba kope na onye nante meanwhile wa mu rules e kire say ma obi anyi nanim na gare na national chairman dem ko onyi nanim general secretary no onyi nanim enti say party dey got problems people like untumi mo and the more we problem na me I don't see idea of make my differently na nkopo bo ochina enkofa basa ye bia ma because untumi mo no the likes of untumi mo ne san nkofo mo tete sa no omo be kwa cause problems ground so yes omo crofo be kwa cause problems omo ground so because they think say obi antimi nyomo hwe so we serious say we amanyoku ni na mo de chihye be ye adwuma mo de mra be ye adwuma Raphael Patrick Wanwani no
regional youth organizer
na you say ma unfa o ballot ntia o de kire no asotwe be no mo de man sebi omo de omo sakoke kan Ali Zakaria no se no mo yenipa ye hu o e de ne ye o because some of the party executives be mo adwen yo mo say ye nka o ma se mo na party ni yo mo de and want to me and nkrofo bia omo keka ho omo na besa cause problems ni nyanyambo wachina na ebe wie ama problem aba yen sign empanish obia now we na so obia sign undertaking and this undertaking do you think that is binded by law?
No we say maybe any wa chinchini ase what's undertaking anyway tina make us think that be say omo make sure say free and fair election ebe so na favoritism bia nkobem enya sad ya be ya kwesi cons we na enkwanchen.
All right. Ti yakona yenhwe ayekere Japan ono so the campaign trainer de no so kakra em say voter region ho ba bi na ono so ko share na ono so wodi ne gba yekohwe ono so na yi kakra na ye ba ye me wrap up na sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We welcome and recognize the presence of Sanko Tesco chapter and the Tesco institutions present here. In fact, your MC is in person of Samuel Atua, that's all my good stuff. Salary, your cooperative communications director.
5, 2, 5.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Mitchell now come back to Ato. We want to be very brief, so we are closing indulgence.
You are like Honorable Kennedy Oheneba Japan. On also na yakoshe aja ne campaign ene ma kakra bia ono oyeye eno. I ye be sorry so ano no. Ye the major campaign issues are now eka, especially with the leading contenders. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and Honorable Kennedy Oheneba Japan. Me Bawumia de na se man se anti campaign issues bia but honorable hodia kamera na honorable de or kameba delegates no measure more may say do you think that there were enough issues that contenders we raise here bit imagine so am delegates it may make a decision
no so something but I think say main for Dr. Bawumia per se the campaign for the flag bearership race has been to men can say overcome the strongholds of the NDC because when they say at this point in time no the NPP here as a manukoni say omitimi face NDC no more for NDC so because the party is concerned about breaking the 8 that is for the party wise however remember sure the Ghanaians the Ghana for sure anymore but remember the benefit of the doubt because on a party for na kasa and a party for see break 8 no and until now me kind of campaign back was some kind say the NTA was a delegate to our man and say NDC over Ghana almost strongholds me and Sam, which is the Zongo areas, the northern regions and Volta region. But Dr. Bawumia say or no, or say Oko Zongo now your campaign be our catcher and Zongo for catcher and say or you say NPP the no Dr. Bawumia ba. They will Zongo for sure to say MPP the no Dr. Bawumia ba on be to ba e dia mano. Boom pa nyasem keto Dr. Bawumia say everybody to a man almost solve and answer almost face the nightmares of NDC first.
Is it not playing the tribal card?
In a way.
Me zongo need montomame. Is that or patch?
But also, I don't know. Chemu say MPP that we now acquire how to. Is that kind of US na most of the times MPP yeah dear or one is.
It's montomame because me zongo need.
Na minya hono me come there na mo break it because na mo pay. Break it.
Which is logic.
To some extent, now, Mr. Yaman benefit of the doubt because a party for now to Saban. However, it shouldn't be the way because Kasa, Honorable Ken and I can as well.
Yeah.
Those was sir, and yes, will be a year vote free. The Akan community.
Consolidate.
Namima vote no, there be a buyer and also MY. But Honorable Ken. I think say why your interviews be what can the board be the Abua Ghana for in a way. Yeah, been grass honorable say your party for now also focus on so but meaning honorable can campaign the come here say orient say the general because also bar oko school here as now be national service no also military training which is very laudable. On say Ghana high also yes one also. You know, there could be Israel normally because they are called so Obin Kasi Bibisa, but then the Aqua mind and they are called so Russia and Ukraine. And people will school, baby, no any military skills. Of South Korea, they have that. And
Israel too.
Israel too, almost I don't know. Player about board the Tottenham was in the person of Song Yumin.
Yeah.
Tottenham was some time back, then some years back.
No, military.
I was with Jai born a ball. Korea was South Korea and Sabbath was so. And as I did now working kind of Bia, you want people for be on with Tias about Thomas Comaso. I want to talk about the amount. Now, may I feel say, though you knew what here, but Dr. Bawumia and your council could have done as good. Now, come on, better about them who say, oh, Mr. Mebabi, be safe, be saying that may maybe I now be in China. I better not come out what to about Eddie Amao.
Now, I didn't know it seems like we're running from the economy because meaning say, on the head of the economic management team, also now making a whole lot of promises. Naka meaning say campaign trail no at least obet me a trumpet sani mano
the success of the economy.
Now what general free hono na na just say hono what jet we so afeli nyaza
I'm on phone someone busa down and say
because he's not talking about it.
Is it 170 questions as a BBC?
170 and
171 questions the late vice president, you know.
Canada Japan so one answer.
And they will be not shit in the crowd. That's how they were marking scheme about. No what church him so answer
when your opportunity 7 years.
Yeah.
Do you answer?
And the current no be brain so yeah the amount for cassette vice president. But we need be another train every need flag race na wie. Say the and the Afro when the Ghana for ne be face enti obeyi nsema no ache the enti economy no sa akoyi o sa anwe ni sion na oyi nsema no bibia wie
you be ready any abato no ehun so aso nyina ebekọ akwesi na me hwe ekwan a jambo achina say you declare results ni nyina wie a na de obedi nkunim no any de obe lose no how they are going to bridge their differences looking at Kazakasa course especially between Kennedy Oheneba Japan honorable and the second lady Samira Bawumia unse bomb bi ba nrechi ya say no in sama Samira Bawumia kafa no hono
okase respond
there na worry be good that is a huge statement.
It is serious
na edie no wonima obi nim
and
you are talking about somebody's marriage. It is dear cry that say you koto abayna so lusu a ebia wonko dina bi kura nkoto sa bomb no. I'm all looking at a NPP before the first one. Betimi and maintaining their peace. Now omotimi akọ election because any man said that enkoyi mfa mama nyuku no. Omo stronghold has a grand any man koyi o. I'm afọ adwa. I'm afọ adwa yi.
I'm afọ din komo.
I'm afọ adwa yi.
So I mean touching na anwe nese na. Anwe kan wasem da. Anti no.
Konfanochi na anwe nese no. Kejeti na anwe nese no. Bwankra anwe nese. Iti edin. Iti say almost akoye ntokwa na magu obi aware na meye obi say na meye obi say dia. In fact, omo ho ebetire omo pa. Ai, ye di si ha. Na yabo abo ye ho fi say Yakopon boa otina no. Dwumadie kese no. Ye be di akire. Say de be ya abusua ne ahwefo ye betimi ede abesom wo mo. Ti ye kai omo say ejebo Yakopon bo agya no obenya abedu. Abrewa so be yipuma kwam. Ama MPP ama nyukuo no 200,000 and over delegates ebetima koshia na omakoto aba hwebe nkoduru anwumre no num no nsia no na ye the results no bia ye the abro na so hu the abato no esikoye na 2024 ye be hu the one John Dramani Mahama former president they will na 2025 what might form the next government. Either the MPP will break the 8 or John Mahama will come back to continue his last 4. Which one?
Brennan
I osebunsu me that say unya amre na obeka ye ho ma yidi sa adwumade ahwefo ne abusuan ye da mo asese munya bre na mo hwe ye mo ana mo pese mo frɛ na ahomana ntimi amwa no Yakopon boa emrepem no ye bebie ahomana san tomu bi ye da mo nyina mo ase se de medika kan no je betodwa ewo elections mu bia ne bebo moden se e de beba besom yakra mo Yakopon boa ye besan de ahia mu bi
Pasempa biatia Oheneba Media open news papa Oheneba Media and somewhere koso Oheneba Media asempapa wo ho Oheneba Media asem kase bi asie Oheneba Media Oheneba Media asempa wo mu Oheneba Media asempa wo mu